Racing on Monday in the Eastern Cape, and it will be our last meeting before Christmas. I'll be chatting shortly to Alan to hear more about the Halo Stables runners. Now, two of the runners start off the yard in race one. Playmaker will be having his second start after the gelding, and Amanato will actually finally crack the right field to score.
Morning, Nate. Yeah, Playmaker, second run after gelding. Hopefully he should improve a little bit, and he's lightened up. Amanata, well, she's the consummate professional when it comes to being the place getter. So, she's there. She's got to crack it eventually, and she did nothing wrong the other day. She was a clear second. Maybe Christmas will come early.
Bahamian Beat and Smitty Byrne, who steps up to try the mile for the first time, will be next up in race two.
Yeah, both these horses, are improving and looking for more ground. Bahamian Beat, I think, drawn one, will run a much improved race. Smitty Byrne, also, I think he's learning all the while, very green, but I think we can expect a better race.
Moving to race three, we are here early, so I'm sure Ellen hasn't had a chance yet to check back for more. She ran yesterday. If all goes well, she'll line up on Monday. On Friday, she ran fourth, beaten 2.5 lengths by, I feel, very decent horses in the way of Lady Bomber and East Coast Girl.
Yeah, Nate, we haven't checked yet. If she pulls up sound, she'll definitely have a go again. She just got hampered at the top of the straight as she was building up momentum, and she lost all that and still managed to run fourth. So, she didn't have a hard run. If she pulls up sound, and she is a pretty sound filly, I think she'll be there again.
Two runners up next in race four. Golden Grey is going to step up and try a little bit further. And Olive Oil, a little bit disappointing last time out, but definitely capable of better.
Yeah, Golden Grey, we've tried everything, and we're trying a bit more ground now, seeing, because he gets lost for pace to start with in a race, so hopefully a bit further he can then build up a bit more steam. Olive Oil, well, I thought was a better run last time. She's the filly with the one eye, and she was moving up nicely and then found a wobble a little bit, and I thought it wasn't a bad run, but she also seemed to have lost her momentum a little bit. She just needs things to be going her right way for her.
Four runners in race five. Fairy Knight, while he races off the back of a super November Stakes win. He's in brilliant form. That was career win number 11. He'll be joined by Clifftop, who proved last time out that you may lose form, but you never lose ability. And he also found the winner's box. Another that found the winner's box was Dubai Hills, and he was a consummate winner last time out. He's really in super form. He will be taking on stronger here, though. And finally, Mr. Fox is going to cut back to a sprinting trip. It's a competitive field for him.
It's a competitive field right round, Nate. Fairy Knight, always there, always giving his best, and he's an honest soldier. Likewise, Clifftop won a good race last time. It was in a handicap type field, and this time we're back in the pinnacles. Andrew Fortune will be riding him. It was 1,000 meters, which is really his game. This is 1,200. Dubai Hills doesn't know how to run a bad race. Honest horse, won a handicap last time back in the pinnacles. So good draw, big horse, always in a chance. Mr. Fox, he lost his way a little bit, and we've just brought him back in trip from the miles down to the 1,400 back to 12, just to try and get him to settle a little bit. He's always fighting, and I thought he ran a good race last time, third behind Fairy Knight over 1,400. He's a big horse. And, if you can run him off his feet, he'll then be doing his best work late.
And if I had to put the squeeze on and ask you for the horse that stands out?
Well, I think I'd be shot on sight if I didn't go with Fairy Knight and all the... he's just a favourite for everybody, but I think competitive.
Yeah.
Fairy Knight, Dubai Hills, they're definitely big runners, but it's a competitive area.
Yeah. It really is a competitive field. We will look forward to that. Another four runners in race six. And here we're going to start with Bayamoy. I feel she was a little bit stiff last time out. She really came from the clouds and I think ended up beaten only about 1.5 lengths. Arvernian Goddess, super run last time out, following up her win on local debut with a good placing behind a sort that looks to be up and coming in the way of the youngster Buffalo Bill. First Wish, well, she'll be cutting back right and trip, and she'll be joined by Augusta Rossa. Now, I feel off her placing behind find another dance for me and not disgraced last time out in Cape Town behind Quick Step Girl. She could be a bit of a surprise package here if she races well back from her travels.
Yeah, we start Barmway, highly rated, two-time winning filly with a rating of 90. So she's had a lot to do, even in the graduation last time. But good draw, honest filly, will be thereabouts. A Verinian Goddess, I thought, ran a cracker that day when she ran third behind Buffalo Bull. That was against the boys. So I think she's a huge runner. First Wish, well, she's just battling to find form and find races, to be honest. So she's cut back in trip and, get her another run under the belt. Augusta Rosso, things never went right, but she's definitely a filly with a chance and drawn one.
3 runners as we move to race 7, Arabian Red, Hurikwacha and Sylvan Mistress.
Arabian Red, the perfect race for her.
Yes.
1400 on the poly, draw 1. She's got everything in her favour. So I think you leave her out at your own peril. Hurikwacha could possibly follow up on her win. Won a good race last time, and I'm happy with her. And then Sylvan Mistress, she hasn't been too badly off. Might prefer the grass, but also drawn nicely and could be in the money.
Cadenza will close for the yard in race 8. Now, he left the maidens last time out, so he's got it all to do with that tricky post-maiden run, but he left the maidens very well. And Alan, has he come on from that?
Yeah, he has, Nates, and I think his top horse is a lot like in Zanami. I think she ran a really good race yesterday at the maidens, and I think he's the same type of mould. I think he'll run well, and the way he won, he showed that he'd win more than one race. And Nates, this being the last meeting before Christmas, we'd like to wish everybody out there, our clients, our patrons, our staff, and the racing public a very Merry Christmas, and hopefully we'll be back for more in the new year after this.
There you go. That's the wishes from Halo Stables to everyone out there.